my body started shaking and I can't take no more. I just wanna make love to you, feel your body.
Ladies and gentlemen, Monsters of Rock cruisers, welcome. May I present to you the one, the only, Mr. John Corabi, the mayor.
Morning light lands on her face, another day begins. In her eyes there's the story of a lover who's been disappointed once again. So she combs her hair, washes her face, sings her favorite song, forces out a smile. Another song to sing, but the world has changed. Everything she else did, it's all on trial. She said, love, I don't need it anymore. She said, love, lies in pieces on the floor. Love, I don't need you anymore. She said, love, that keeps walking out that door. Daydream weaver paints a picture perfect in her mind. Make believe of a story where the ending always turns out right. So she takes a drag of a cigarette with her head in her hand, keeps on asking why. All the barrel comes as good love goes, crying up a river, river's about to run dry. Ow, she said, love, I don't need it anymore. She said, love, lies in pieces on the floor. Love, I don't need you anymore. She said, love, it keeps walking out that door. Love, I don't need it anymore. She said, love, lies in pieces on her floor. Love, I don't need you anymore. She said, love, it's walking out, walking out. Love, I don't need it anymore. She said, love, lies in pieces on the bedroom floor. Love, I don't need it anymore. She said, love. I said, honey, bye-bye. Yeah. Ow! Thank you. I hear the round of applause. Yes, it's all over the world. Thank you very much. So thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm happy to be here. If I can't go out on tour, then we're going to bring the tour to me. Thank you very much. Now this next song that I'm going to play for you guys is from my acoustic record I did a few years back. And I recorded this in my house with a few friends of mine, D.A. Carcos, Topher Nolan, fellow friend Cheney Brannon. And decided I wanted to do something a little different, so we did an acoustic record, put a lot of time and thought and love into it. I think it sounds great. We found an old photo of myself when I was young and beautiful, put that on the cover. And then we decided we need a really good name for this. What could I call this acoustic record? And I totally went with this. Hold on, think about this for a minute. Unplugged. Anyway, so I did that. Now, I normally dedicate this one to an old friend of mine, manager, and his wife that were tragic victims of gun violence. But I want to dedicate this to anybody out there who's lost someone to this COVID virus that's pretty much put everything at a standstill in our industry. So if you've lost someone to this, I want to send this song out to you. And don't forget, if you have loved ones at home, before you leave the house, always tell them that you love them, whether it's your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, your kids, your parents, because we don't know what the universe's plan is for us. This is called If I Never Get to Say Goodbye. Oops. I know one thing is certain, that nothing is for sure. Expect the unexpected all the time. So how was I to know when she came walking through that door and turned me upside down with just a smile? Now she's everything I wanted but wasn't looking for. I really must admit that I don't mind. Now my head's up in the clouds and my feet down on the floor. I tell her every day, nothing can take away this love of mine. If I never get to say goodbye, she'll always know just how I feel inside. That won't ever die, even if I never get to say goodbye. We're living for the moment, that's what we're living for, and loving every step along the way. I know that come tomorrow, I'll love her even more than I do today. Time can't fade away, it's love that shines. If I never get to say goodbye, she'll always know just how I feel inside. That won't ever die, even if I never get to say goodbye. Yeah. I'll never say goodbye, no. If I never get to say goodbye, she'll always know just how I feel inside and won't ever die, even if I never get to say goodbye. Yeah. I'll never say goodbye. No, 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 no. No, 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 I'll never say goodbye. I'll never say goodbye. Yeah. I'll never say goodbye. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna, I don't know if, I know I posted something earlier in the week to all you guys out there. If you have any questions, we're going to play some songs. We're going to keep this real loose. I'm going to do some songs. I'll tell some stories. Bill, do we have any questions here?
We do. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Get the official
Apparently
thing.
your mask is soundproof.
I know, man. My mask is like, hey, man, do a day. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so here we are. Hey, everybody. Super stoked to have you on here. Hey, Mom, miss you. Hey, hey, guys, we got a question. So, hey, couple things. The top questions that we get that get read on air are going to receive an autographed set list. An autographed set list. I love that. Okay. So let's get with our first question. Mark, I hope I say your name correctly. Mark Coco, whatever, from Chicago. Hey, dude. John, here's your first question, bro. Are you working on an autobiography?
Possibly.
Mark
No,
wants one.
yeah, actually, Mark, you say his name is Mark, yes?
Yes, Mark.
Mark, yes, I am. I don't want to give away too much of it. I've been working on it for a little while, and working with a lovely gentleman named Paul Miles from Australia. But I'll have more dates and more information about that as we get a little bit closer to actually finishing. At this point, I've been working on it 7 years, and I just finished the page one. Yes, the page one. Yes, took me 7 years, but I got page one. You know, spell check's a bitch.
It's almost ready then, huh?
Yes, it's almost ready. I'm figuring, you know, and this is Corabi. This is Corabi timing. So what do? I sit down during a fucking global pandemic, and I read an autobiography, and I'm going to put it out, and there'll be nobody left to read it, that's just perfect. Anyway, next question.
You want another question?
Let's just keep doing it. This is, you know what? Who cares? We're just having fun.
There you go.
You know, Larry Moran right now is sitting at home going, music.
So we'll do some more questions then, right?
Yeah. Let's do some questions. It's just driving crazy.
That's great, man. Okay, let's read another one. Let's see here. Coming in hot. Man, we got all kinds of people. L.A. Is this Sweden? Let's see here. Sacramento. JP's got to be watching in San Francisco. Let's see here. Hey, second question. Pamela Crockett, Southern Belle. Yes, she is, isn't she? Southern Belle. Yes, she is. Yes. Hey, John, what is your favorite memory of the Monsters of Rock cruise?
Pam, that's easy. Meeting you, my love. I know how to butter my bread, bitch. Anyway, now, you know what? I actually, just in all sincerity, I think the Monsters of Rock cruises, they're awesome because it's almost like a family reunion every year. You know, a lot of the same people come, and for me, it's like I get to see a lot of the bands that I don't normally get to see because I'm on tour, they're on tour. So it's a little bit of a family reunion. So I love doing them, and you know, it's great. What I remember of them is great because I'm normally walking around at 4 o'clock in the morning with a bottle of tequila or Jameson or something. Don't do this at home, kids. Okay. So should I maybe play another song now?
Let's do another song. It's great you mentioned the family, the crew,
yes,
the cruisers.
It is a family.
It's just a family, man.
Monsters
it's amazing.
of Rock, baby.
Yep, John Corabi.
All right, so this song, I got to, look down at my cheat sheet. Yes, that's the one I thought it was. Anyway, so many years ago, I was with a band called The Scream from L.A., and we did a record. I had a very good opportunity right out of the gate to work with a legendary producer named Eddie Kramer. And for those of you out there in internet land that don't know who Eddie is, he basically recorded like 4 Zeppelin records. He worked with the Beatles, the Stones, Frampton Comes Alive, all the Kiss Alive stuff. The list is ridiculous. And right out of the gate, we got a chance to work with him. So this next song is, So anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Eddie said to me when we were in the studio, we had laid down the rhythm tracks for the record, and he said, I want you to go home, and I want you to work on your lyrics, your melodies, and I want you to make sure everything's spot on and perfect when you get here. You're going to start singing in the next day or two. So I said, all right. So I went home, and I was sitting on my little couch, and had the TV on, and my son, at the time, Ian, for those of you who have seen me play with Ian before, he was running around, he was playing with his toys, very little, and I was sitting there, with my guitar, and back then we used to use pens and paper, so I had a yellow legal tablet and a pen. And I was working on my lyrics, working on my stuff, and I basically sat down and I'm working on this stuff. And just to date myself, I was also listening to the rough demos of the record on a Walkman. So that just shows you how old I am. Anyway, so I'm doing this, and while I'm doing it, my son's running around, he's playing, and this commercial comes on the TV, and it was a public service announcement in LA. And it's this man, and he's looking down, and it makes you believe that he's talking to his son. And he's saying things like, I wish you would have told me, I didn't know, I told you could talk to me about anything. And as he's talking, the camera's panning out, and it gets to the very end, and you realize that he's not talking to his son, he's talking to a headstone. And then it goes black, and it says, teach your kids about drugs. And I think I've done a pretty good job with my son. Like when he goes on tour, he's out actually the drummer for Tantric right now, and he goes on tour and he calls me from every city. He goes, hey, Dad, where can I get weed? Anyway, so I think I've done a pretty good job with him. But anywho, I saw this commercial, and I was looking at my son, and I was like kind of motivated. And this is one of these things where sometimes you write a song and it takes like 3 years to write it, and then other times it takes 30 minutes. And this is one of those times. So I wrote the song, brought it in on my little cassette player and the lyrics, and I brought it in and I played it for everybody, and they were like, it's okay. It sounds a little bit like a country western song. So, but Eddie heard it, he thought it was great, and he said, we have to do it on the record, and I want to play it for you now. This is called Father, Mother, Son. Father, thanks for playing with my friends and me. I'm glad they got to meet the man I know. You always knew the words and taught me honesty. You picked me up when I was feeling low. If I could talk to you one more time, I know you'd work things out just like before. Where did I go wrong? Can you hear me sing this song? Father, I won't see you anymore. Mother, dry your eyes, why do you cry those tears? You knew someday your baby'd be a man. Letting go is hard when it's forever, dear. I know it's late, but now I understand. Before I know that I did wrong, so I'm singing you this song. Mother, I won't see you anymore. Son, I wish you knew how much we're missing you. I saw them cry the tears from up above. Try to tell them, but the words aren't getting through. I didn't mean to hurt the one I love. Mother, Father, I hope to see you soon, and things will be just like they were before. Sending all my love, I'm watching from above. I'll be in your hearts forevermore. I don't know if you're clapping out there, but if you are, thank you very much.
They are. They definitely are, man. I can see it. All these little clappy hands coming.
Oh, are they doing it there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Man.
you can see everything.
Oh, I can see it, man. This is great. I'm not sure if most of the people, dude, we got whoever's putting all this stuff in French. Sorry, I can't read that. Although I did take French in high school. Spanish, French, Portuguese. I mean, I'm seeing everything here, man. It's all over the world, bro.
Well, it's kind of like Live Aid with a smaller crowd.
Exactly.
Ish.
Like yeah.
So thank you guys for wherever you're at. Thank you so much. Please be safe. Now I do want to thank I'm gonna announce this a couple of times, but obviously as I said earlier, I can't go out on tour probably for the rest of the year. It's like I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I do want to say to you guys, please be safe. Please stay home. Take care of yourself. Do the whole social distancing thing, wear a mask. I know I'm not right now, but it's very difficult to sing with a mask on. Anyway, I do want to thank you for coming by, and we're doing this so that obviously we're, you see my banners there at the bottom of the page. That's for John Corabi, but we've got one for all these guys here at Loud and Clear. They're doing an awesome job, as you can see. They did all this in like 30 minutes. So if you need anything put together at your house, these guys are out of work. They could use the help, and they'll do it really quick, really cheap. Just count the beer in the refrigerator before you leave the house. Okay. Any questions?
We got questions. You want one?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay, let's see here. What's the next one coming in? Roberta Gibbons, Monsters of Rock Cruiser.
Hello,
hey,
love.
Yeah. Hey, what was John's favorite memory during his time with Motley Crue?
Wow. I don't know if I can tell this if there's kids out there.
Yes.
You know what? Honestly, people ask me all the time. Well, let's get this straight right now, because I know somebody's going to ask. Okay, first of all, did I see the dirt? Yes, I did. B, you guys are going to ask me if I liked it. Yes, I did. I thought it was okay. I thought it was cool. I wish they would have left me out of it altogether. Now, my other thing is, C, the only beef that I have about the whole thing is that they couldn't get Morgan Freeman to play me. Other than that, I thought it was awesome.
He was double booked, man.
Yeah. Now, the whole time with Motley, was a blur. Obviously, I'm some kid from a ghetto in Philadelphia, moved out to LA to do my music thing. I had a great band called The Scream. We were traveling the world, and then I get this phone call to change my life. And it was interesting because I stopped traveling in a tour bus. It was like jets. We went to a wedding once for a guy named Mike Amato. You know Mike, don't you, Mike Amato? Yes, Mike Amato. They go, hey, we're going to a wedding, and I'm at Tommy's house. We're having some cocktails, and then all of a sudden, 9 o'clock in the morning, I hear this, and I look out his window, and there's a helicopter landing in his yard to go to this wedding. And I go, we're going to it was in Catalina. We're going to the wedding in a helicopter. So it's my first time ever in one, you know what I mean? I was freaking out. So the whole thing with, that was a really long answer. But anyway, the whole time in Motley Crue, I had a blast. It was a blur. And, I think I remember because of all the behavior and the drinks. And I think I remember about 9 minutes of it. But it was awesome. It was an awesome 9 minutes.
Very cool. Now you preempted that because that was the second part of her question. What did you think about your portrayal in the movie?
It was okay. I mean, and look, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it was the guys because the guys aren't script writers, but somebody wrote it, and he just made it look like I was playing in, gymnasiums to like 8 people, and I just thought it was a little, I thought it was a little lame, but it didn't need to be in there. I didn't need to be in the movie at all. Okay, let's talk about something positive. Speaking of Motley, I'm going to tell you a story, my friend. So we were in when we were doing the Motley thing. Now, I'm going to play this, and I'm warning you ahead of time. I don't know what camera's on, if they're all on, whatever. But I'm warning you ahead of time. This is a little bit of a long story, so bear with me. When I was in Motley, or prior to this, when I was growing up actually in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with Tom Kiefer's from Philly as well. But when I was growing up in Philadelphia, we used to play all these clubs in Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. And we had this agent, and I was in this awesome cover band, and he came to us one time, and he said, listen, man, if you want to make any money, you got to do like a tribute thing. So we couldn't figure out, I'm like, man, do we do Zeppelin or do we do Aerosmith? So we did, we compromised, and we did Friday nights in this club. We would do 4 sets. 5th set would always be a whole set of Zeppelin. Saturdays would be a whole set of Aerosmith. And I absolutely went batshit crazy because I'm a huge Tyler fan. So I cut my hair like Steven Tyler, and then I was looking at photos, and I saw that he had little stripes on his fingernails. I'm like, oh, I got to do that for the tribute thing. So I'm doing this. I'm doing all this shit, taking my mom's vacuum cleaner pipe and sticking it on my mouth and get the lips. And it's like, I'm doing this 6 times a day until I realized my brother was using it for a completely different purpose. But that's another story, another night. Anyway, so I'm doing all this shit. I had the outfits, whatever. And so we did our thing, and it's good. Now, okay, I told you all that. Now we're fast forwarding to when I'm in Motley. And we go up, we do this record in Little Mountain Studios in Vancouver, Canada with Bob Rock. And we get in the first day, unbeknownst to me, we're in Studio A, Studio B's over there. We're doing our thing. And Tommy and Nikki said to me, do you want to go next door? There's a local band next door. Let's go introduce ourselves. They're going to be here forever. We're going to be here forever. Let's be neighborly. It's their first record deal. I think they'd get a kick out of meeting Motley Crue. Sure. So we kick the door open, walk through the studio lobby, and I go into this room, and there's a guy sitting, and I shit you not, I literally kicked the door in. Boom. And I walk in, and there's a guy sitting right in front of me, like right here with his back to me. And he's got a guitar. And when I walk in the room, I'm like, I'm here. And he turned around and he looked at me like this. And my brain went into super slow motion. I sat there and I looked at him and I was like, oh, shit. That guy looks just like Joe Perry from Aerosmith. And then it seemed like an hour went by. And I looked and I go, shit, it is Joe Perry from Aerosmith. And he is not happy that I just interrupted the greatest guitar solo that none of us will ever hear, right? Do this. So then I'm sitting there focusing on him. I'm starting to sweat. All of a sudden I see something commotion over here coming, and it's coming. It's like leopard print and feathers and bangle bracelets. And he comes over, and it's Steven. And Steven comes up and he grabs me, and he picks me up. My legs are dangling. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, you're the one that's being shot out of the cannon, brother. And I'm like, no idea what to say to him. I was completely dumbfounded. Like, I'm not worthy. I'm sitting there like, yeah, whatever. So I do this. Anyway, Tommy and Nikki see me. They pull me out of the room, and they give me this great advice, and they say, you can't be fanboy anymore. I know that Steven Tyler's your hero, but you can't be that guy. You can't do that anymore. So I'm like, all right, got it, you know, but that is Steven Tyler. Yeah, I know it is, but here's Aerosmith, here's Motley. We're peers, not fans. Okay, got it. But every time I walked out of the room, and again, I'm sorry, because I see a couple guys here were clean shaven when I walked in. Now they have beards. Anyway, walked into the room. Every time I walked out of the room to go get a coffee, a cigarette, whatever, I would always run into Steven. And he's a sweetheart. He's like, hey, what's up, my brother? How's it going? And he's asking me all these, you know, how's the writing coming? How's the record coming? How's everything going? Are you singing good? Yep. But I didn't say anything. I would literally just sit there like, So finally, after about a week or two, he said to Nikki, him and Nikki were very good friends, and he says, hey, Six, what's with your singer? And Six is like, what are you talking about? He goes, man, I swear I've been trying to talk to this guy for like a week and a half. And he just stares at me. Like, he doesn't say anything. He's just like, just staring. So now Steven goes, is he high or is he stupid? And Nikki goes, both. Yeah. Right? So we did all this shit. So one day I'm sitting in the lounge, and I started playing this old song. I'm going to get to it in a minute. But one of my favorite Aerosmith songs ever is a song called Seasons of Wither from the Get Your Wings record. And I'm sitting there playing it, and I had this crazy moment where I'm noodling around, I'm doing the riff. And I did something, and I was just getting ready to start singing, and I hear the voice. I turn around, and Steven snuck up behind me, and he started singing in my ear. And then he jumped over the couch, and he's like, you're playing it wrong, brother. And I felt like a total idiot. So he jumped over the couch, grabbed my guitar, retuned it, told me the whole story. As a fan, this was like amazing, like to sit here and listen to my hero tell me the story of how he wrote and why he wrote Seasons of Wither. But then I had the great fortune of sitting on the couch and playing it with him. And it was awesome. So I'm going to play it for you guys right now. And then we'll do some more questions in a little bit.
Absolutely.
Blues-hearted lady, sleepy was she. Love of a devil brought her to me. Seas of 1,000 drawn to her sin. Seasons of wither, oh, in the end. Ooh, woe is me, I feel so badly for you. Ooh, woe is me, I feel so sadly for you. In time, bound to lose your mind. Never borrow time. Take a wind right out of your sail. Fireflies dance in the heat of candle, show me the way. She's of 1,000, drawn to her sin. Seasons with the old in the end. Ooh, woe is me, I feel so badly for you. Ooh, woe is me, I feel so sadly for you. And time bound to lose your mind, live on borrowed time, take the wind right out of your And I hear the applause from here. Thank you, guys. So, let me see what we're going to do here now. So, what I'm going to do now, if you've been following my career for the last couple years, you know that I was singing for a band called the Dead Daisies. I'd like to play a couple of songs from the Dead Daisies for you guys. I hope they don't mind, and I hope you don't mind. And you know what, Bill? Like I said to you guys earlier, we're just having a little fun. There's no script to this. We're just going to play a little bit. I want to answer as many questions as possible because I don't know when I'm going to get to see all of you guys again. So let's just fire away, buddy.
Cool,
Got
bro.
any questions?
Hey, Bill Devers here. I'm a lowly production manager, not a host. We tried to get Eddie Trunk, but he was a little busy. Don Jamieson couldn't make it. Luke Carl.
Speaking of Jameson,
yeah.
what? Oh,
Yeah. Speaking of Jameson, there's a question here from LM. He wanted to know if you ever been to London and if you ever met Kate Beckinsale. No, that's not it. Let me move to the next question.
I
no,
have
let
a
me
story.
move to the
I
next.
have a story.
Let me
No,
move
okay.
to.
Yeah,
I
let's
got
not do that. Okay.
That was for Larry. There you go. Cheryl Hutchinson, MOR veteran. Hey, Cheryl. Let's see. She wants to know what song in history did you wish you had written, and which one are you glad you didn't?
Okay. Well, there's a lot of songs that I listen to, and in for some weird reason they just inspire me. It could even be about something like I'll listen to a song, and it's for its simplicity. Like to me, two of my favorite songs are "Misty Mountain Hop" by Led Zeppelin, and it's just like that riff. And you listen to it, and it's just like, it's so simple, but so fucking brilliant at the same time. Or another one is, and so I love those two songs, but I think the one that just always amazes me, still to this day, it did back in the day. I was one of the rare, I don't want to say rare, because I'm sure there's others out there. But I actually, as a kid, I got to see Queen like 4 or 5 times with Freddie. And it was weird, like whether it was live or the studio when I first heard it. I think Bohemian Rhapsody, to me, I listen to that song and I just sit there and I go, in a million years, I could never write that fucking song. It's such a genius piece of music. And it's funny, because it was a #1 hit when they put it out. It was a #1 hit for Wayne's World again. And I think now the movie's given it a whole new life again. I thought the Bohemian Rhapsody Queen movie was brilliant. So that's that.
That one will live forever, no doubt. Hey, one just came in from Tyler Reeves. He says he knows you're working on a new album.
Yes.
Tell us about it, and are you going for a new sound? And sorry about all the photographers rushing us in the front here. You guys get out of the pit, Igor, Savoya, Neil, Jenna,
Yes,
get
please.
out.
You're
We're
blocking
done.
the view
Get
of the
out.
people behind
yeah.
you.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Anyway, so and for those of you at home, that was obviously a joke. We're social distancing. We're here and you're there. So, oh yes, I am working on a new record. I started working with Marty Fredrickson, who I love to death. I think Marty is an incredibly talented producer, but and not just a producer. He's a good friend, and he's an incredible songwriter too. So Marty and I will get together a lot of times. Like I have a motorhome, and Marty's got one, and we go to this lake in Nashville a lot of times, and we'll have some cocktails or different things, wine cocktails or whatever, and we'll sit around and we'll play guitars, and we've actually written some songs, and so I don't say I brought, but I suggested Marty for the Dead Daisies. He wound up doing a couple records with us, and I love them. And so when I was getting ready to do this solo record, Marty was obviously my first choice, and I sat down and talked with him. He said, yeah. And we actually wrote some really cool stuff together. We started recording, and we recorded about 5 songs, and then this COVID thing hit, and I had some shows. I was on tour, and I got home, and I had full intentions of getting back to work with Marty again. So it's kind of put a little bit of a snag in the scheduling. But hopefully, as soon as this lifts, we can figure out a way. I just talked with him a few days ago, and we're going to try and just do like online writing things, and I'll get my studio up and running, and maybe we can share files or send files and do it that way. I'd rather be in the room with him, but it's kind of put a little bit of a damper on the schedule. But yes, I am working on an album, and I can't say that I'm really doing anything different. I'm not reinventing the wheel. It is a wheel. It's a lovely little wheel. A wheel is round. You can't change it. I did try a square wheel for a little bit. Really shitty gas mileage. So I just keep the wheel round. So basically what I am trying to do is I'm trying to go back to my roots and just do a very earthy, classic 70s sounding record. If that explains, if that's a good explanation.
I think so. Very good.
You think so?
I think so.
You want to do one more while you're here?
You know what? I haven't loosened up yet, but can you do another one?
Do you want me to do another song?
Yeah, I'd like,
Sure.
You want to do another question?
Whatever you want to do.
Well, let me see.
I'll do a song.
Okay.
And then I'll have to tune. We'll do another couple
There you
questions.
go. I like it.
As I said to you earlier, no script. So this is from the first record I did with the Dead Daisies in 2015. Had the lovely chance of playing with Mr. Richard Fortas and Dizzy Reed and Brian Tichy, Marco Mendoza and David Lowy. Now I do, on a little side note, I know that a lot of these kids are out of school right now because of the COVID thing. But I do want to say, please make sure you put them back in school. I used to cut school all the time when I was little. I rarely went to school. And I'm going to explain why I want you to keep your kids in school. Because I recently just found out. Now, the record that I did with the Dead Daisies, the first one, came out in 2015. It was called Revolution. And it took me all this time to figure out that meant revolution in English. Stay in school. This is called Something I Said. We all need a love that's strong. Don't let the past haunt you for too long. Oh, baby, it was something I said to make you walk away. Something I did, but you ain't gonna say. Something you heard and betraying your mind. Not alright, you ain't loving me now. Will you be mine at the end of the day? But you know what, baby? It's crazy, girl. It's got to feel good. Too many people feel alone in every corner of the world, trying to hold on. It don't mean your life's gone wrong. Oh, baby, it was something I said to make you walk away. Something I did, but you ain't gonna say. Something you heard and betraying your mind. Not alright, you ain't loving me now. Will you be mine at the end of the day? But you know what, baby? It's crazy, girl. It's got to feel good. Sometimes we only see what we want to see, and then we step into the fire. Oh, yeah. The truth hurts now, 'cause I'm led to believe you've been running around trying to fool me all along. No. Saying that it's all in my mind. Gotta stop wasting my time. No, no. Don't try to fool me. You make demands and you want to leave. You know I don't believe you anymore. Was something I said to make you walk away. Something I did, but you ain't gonna say. Something you heard and betraying your mind. Not alright, you ain't loving me now. Figuring it out, figuring it out. Should've known better what was wrong with me. Never look back, it's simple as that. Walking away, walking away. Something I say, it's got to feel good, child. Something I said, something I said, it's got to feel good, child. It's got to feel good. Yeah. All right, I gotta tune this up.
You got to tune that up?
Yeah,
All right.
let me
All right.
tune this
I'll
up
Talk,
and
I'll
then,
talk. I'll talk for a second.
And then I got another weird tuner after this one.
Hey, a lot of comments. Australia, UK, London, Austria, all over the place, man. This thing's all over the world. Hey, I want to thank you guys. A couple people are mentioning how can they donate to the crew, the guys that make this cruise happen. Everybody's sitting at home on their couches except for the very few people that are here in this room right now. All the bands and artists that are not touring. John's tours, everything's shot for the year. We're all trying to survive this thing. Like John said, wear a mask, protect yourself, all that. But on the page, you should be able to see the Venmo and PayPal and be able to click right on those, drop them in there and support, our amazing
Yes, there
artists.
is one for me.
Yes.
There's one for the guys as well.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can put it anywhere they want. It's all good. It'll be great. And we're good. We're good on that, man. Thank you guys all very much. You ready for another question?
Yeah, sure.
You want another question? Okay, here we go. Let's see here. What is this one? This is a good one from Sweden. Danelia Felic from Malmo. And I probably didn't say any of that right?
Malmo was right.
Malmo was right. I guess.
The rest you were pretty much.
I got one word. Yeah, the rest of them, yeah. She loves your Beatles renditions. Which Fabulous Four would you say are in the top of your list? And what ones have you not performed yourself? And who's your favorite Beatle?
Wow. You know what? That's such a hard one. I think from a musical, I just want to say from a musical, that was one of the so that was one of those freak things where each guy in the band brought something to the table that made the sum awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I think Paul McCartney was very musical. He came from a musical family. The guy could play guitar, he could play bass, he could play piano amazingly well. So he was always very, very musical to me. And I think probably Paul might be my favorite, but only from the musical point of view. Because then John Lennon was like the sarcasm, the wit, the lyrical genius. And then George was like the secret silent weapon that started to blossom into his own towards the end of the... And you know what amazes me? I just read this not that long ago, so I wanted to share it with everybody. Like, I think I was 64 years old when I got my first record deal. And yes, I was kidding. Anyway, but it's funny, like I was just struggling in LA, and I would sit here and I would look at these bands, and I would, like the Van Halens and all these guys that made it when they were like Robert Plant, John Bonham were like 19 or 20 years old when they got it. And it was crazy to me. I realized the magnitude of the Beatles when George Harrison did that first solo record. I think it was called All Things Must Pass, the first record. He had already been to Germany with the Beatles. He had already gone through that insane Beatlemania period all the way through to the end to whatever. And when he did All Things Must Pass, he was only 27 years old, 26 or 27 years old. And I'm like, how young was he? So I'm like, man, so I just wanted, kind of like, I love George, but I kind of wanted to hate him for that. Yeah. Anyway, how dare he be that talented and that young? Anyway, anybody else?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thousands. I can't keep up with them.
How are we doing? How many people are here right now?
I guess there's a few thousand that I can read from here, and there's a bunch of watch parties, and some of these watch parties, could have a freaking 1,000 people in them. And so, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I'm not that guy. But anyway, a lot.
I really appreciate it. We actually, all of us. What now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on one screen. Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, how about a local girl here? Diana Hyde from Ohio.
Diana Hyde from Ohio.
Diana Hyde from Ohio. Hey, Diana. So she wants to know, which musician would you like to collaborate with next?
Paul McCartney. But he won't accept my call. I do have to tell you this story, though, very quickly. So when I was in the studio doing the Scream record, this is the God's honest truth. So I'm in the studio. We were at this place called American Sound in Calabasas. And we're sitting there and we're mixing and we're doing something. Eddie was doing something at the board. And they have, like, at the end of the board, there was a phone with the buttons, the hold buttons, and you could switch lines. So the phone is ringing, and Eddie's just sitting there. He's got his ponytail, and he's just sitting there, and he's doing this, and he's mixing everything. And the phone's ringing and ringing and ringing. He goes, "Somebody get the goddamn phone." So I answer the phone, I hit the button, and I go, "Hello." I swear to God, "Hello." And this English voice goes, "Hello, is Eddie Kramer there?" And I'm like, yeah, he's mixing right now. Who's calling? And he says, "Paul McCartney." And I'm like, what? Hold on. And I never hit the hold button. I hung the phone up. Right? So I go, shit. Like, just idiot. So the phone rings like 10 seconds later. And I was like, oh, okay. So I answer the phone, and I tried to disguise my voice. I go, "Hello." And he goes, it's Eddie Kramer there. It's Paul McCartney. And I go, hold on a minute. And he goes, and please don't hang up on me again. I'm like, okay, that's my brush with Paul McCartney. And now he won't answer my calls. I don't know why.
I don't get it. It's so close, man.
Yeah.
He
It's
missed
just-
his chance, as I mean, all I could see. And so what we got? Ottawa's in here saying hello. Another one from the UK here. Hey, Vince. All kinds of people coming in with good stuff. You want to do another tune, bro?
Yeah, let's do another one. And then, because I got to do this weird tuning at the after this one. Now, if you're at home, this is going to be a little weird because I know your neighbors are probably going to freak out and think that you've lost your mind and you've gone absolutely batshit crazy. But I do want you to yell at the top of your lungs, open your windows, and I want you to help me sing the backing vocals for this. All you need to do is go, yeah, yeah. Can you do that? I hope I get a yes there. Now, what I want you, as loud as you can, and I just want to see, if you get a chance, send me some reactions of your neighbors, because they're probably looking through a window and watching you just yell into a computer screen. But this is from the Dead Daisies' last record, Burn It Down. This is called Dead and Gone. People come and people go, some are born to lose. I just want to live my life, live the way I choose. Let the devil be my witness to everything I've done. Ain't nobody's business, 'cause I'm not the only one. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah, scream it now. Fire it up, turn me on till I'm dead and gone. Yeah. One thing my daddy said when I was just a boy: let no man take from you things that bring you joy. From that day on, I built my own. There's no looking back. God helps those who help themselves. Brother, that's a fact. Let the devil be my witness to everything I've done. Ain't nobody's business, 'cause I'm not the only one. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. Say what? Fire it up, turn me on till I'm dead and gone. Let the devil be my witness to everything I've done. Ain't nobody's business, 'cause I'm not the only one. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah, scream it now. Fire it up and turn me on till I'm dead and gone. Everybody say, yeah, yeah, say what? Fire it up, light it up till I'm dead and gone. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I got to tune up for this next
We're
one.
going to tune up. I'm going to tune up. Hey, everybody, it's a really easy question, but who is ready for Monsters of Rock 2021? Who is freaking ready? Light it up. Light it up. So, hey, guys, don't forget to donate to the crew and to Corabi and the mayor. And thank you guys so much for that. That support is priceless at this time. As you guys know, it's all a global shutdown, man. So we're very, very thankful for our Monsters Rock Cruisers family support. It's just great, man. I'm going to read another question here in a moment. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. And again, guys, the top 20 donors are going to get that the autograph sent to them, and we really appreciate you guys. And everybody's getting their questions read online. Same thing, another photograph copy coming to you, autograph copy coming to you, and it's going to be pretty cool. Are we tuned, bro?
I am ready for a question.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. We'll get some replies on this. So, Starfields from Playa del Rey, California, West Coast girl. She wants to know, do you think the Philadelphia Eagles can take the NFL East this year?
I'm not even going to answer that right now. We don't, to be honest with you, we don't even know if we're going to have a season. Yeah. So let's just hold off on that. I don't like doing predictions. I don't like getting cocky unless I have a bottle of Jameson in my hand and a bowl of chicken wings in front of me. So I'm not going to I appreciate the question. Anybody that knows me knows I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, diehard Eagles fan. Sorry if anybody else isn't, but all my friends in Dallas, sorry, because that's
there's a lot,
Yeah,
they had a good draft. They had a good draft. Yeah, for sure. Okay, here's a good one, bro. Scott Strickland, total Monsters of Rock cruise veteran. He has a question for you. And this is a good one, bro. Have you ever thought about doing a poolside acoustic CD live for Monsters of Rock Cruise?
Poolside acoustic CD live. So record it on the Monsters of Rock Cruise right by the side of the pool on the pool stage and make this shit happen.
Wouldn't that be killer?
You know what?
That'd be
Mr.
freaking
Beavers,
killer.
I think we need to talk to somebody and just make this shit happen.
Yeah. Do we need to cut him in? He can have a Solis.
No, he gets nothing.
He gets nothing.
He gets nothing.
Hey, yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, thanks.
Sorry, dude. Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
I'm running with it. I'm kidding. No. That's you know what? There was a lot of bands that were doing that thing for a little bit. They were hiring this company that would come with them, and I thought it was a genius idea. They would record their shows, record them onto a laptop or whatever, Pro Tools, mix it real quick, and then at the end of the night, you could buy it was like a little thumb drive, and pop it into your computer, and you actually got a live concert of that show that night that you attended. So I thought that was a pretty good idea.
It's so cool. I mean, that's a magic of what we do, of our industry. Every show is unique. Every experience with an artist at a venue, at a show, in the ocean, in the Caribbean, in a venue, in a club, it's unique. It's magic, man. Just being there is freaking incredible.
Yeah, and it's like, you're going to see your favorite band or your favorite artist or whatever, and you can go, oh man, that was like you said, it was such a great show. I wish I could relive it again. And it was such a great idea, and it kind of I know a few bands were doing it. It was probably 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. They were doing it. There was a company that traveled with you, and you could pre-order it at the merch booth, go watch the show, and then afterwards, I guess you had to wait a few minutes or whatever, but you got a thumb drive of that show that night. It's such a great idea.
So I think awesome. We're doing that in 2021. Is that what I'm hearing?
Let me figure out how to work my Pro Tools first.
Yeah, hold on. Larry just said, yeah. He said we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Nick, you'll bring the Pro Tools, right? There you go.
You know what? I should pick your brain because I bought a laptop computer and I've been using it as a coaster for 3 months.
Cleveland.
Can't figure out how to turn it on.
Yeah, cool. You want to do another one, bro? You want another question?
Let's do one more.
One more question, or?
Yeah, let's do another question.
All right, let's see. There's someone here saying "man in the moon" in some foreign language. All I can read is "man in the moon," so I don't know what that is, bro.
All right, be patient, brothers and sisters. It may or may not happen. But you know, we'll get to it.
There's a little thank you from Cleveland. Need some more hearts there. Thanks, Norma. Let's see here.
Okay, hold it. Just right there. You'll see it. Okay, if all of you guys at home, because I can't tell, this is kind of an odd thing for me. I'm sitting in a room with like 4 other people. So if you're having a good time,
Here we go.
inundate us with the hearts and the little hearts right now. Inundate Mr. Let's see. If you're having fun, show us on the computer.
There you go. Oh, dude, they're rolling. Here we go.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. I think they're coming from Japan now.
All right. Good,
Rock
good,
on.
good.
Rock on. So you want a dead question?
Yeah. Let's do one more question and then we'll call it.
What happened with it ever again?
What now?
What happened with the dead daisies? You think it'll ever happen again?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Like we're all great friends. I I talk to Doug. I talk to Dean all the time. David Lowy and I communicate. We talk on the phone once in a while, but we communicate by sending each other jokes. Like we sent like joke memes and different things, or funny videos. And the only thing, I loved the Dead Daisies. I had a great run with them. It was just, you know, I had already had, and you know this, I had a band with my son, and you know, initially it was going to be like half the year with them, half the year with my own thing. But it was like the Daisies thing started to take off, and it started to do, you know, more and more and more, and the schedule was just crazy. And I was just like, I personally, as a singer, I wasn't sure if I could keep up with the schedule. And B, I wanted to kind of get back and start doing stuff with my kid. That's it. There's nothing more to it. I had a great time with those guys. And I even talked to them and said, hey, you know, if they ever go on tour and they need an opening act, call me. You know what I mean? I'd love to go out on tour with them. As long as I can fly the plane.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing, man. Just always friends, man. You want to do another?
Burn your bridges.
That's it. Never, ever, man. Never, ever. So once again, hey, guys, don't forget to donate. Thank you very much. And let's do another tune, brother.
All right, this one this one is, it's from the Motley record, and I know a lot of you guys ask how I got in the band, and I'm going to try and do this very quickly. But I was on tour with the Scream, and I think I got to say, I think I was in either New Mexico or Phoenix, and we were going home, finishing that leg of the tour, and we were going home, and we had a show after Phoenix or New Mexico, wherever we were. We had one more show in L.A. at a place called the Marquee Club. Anyway, a fan gave me this magazine called Spin that Nikki had been. Nikki was on the cover. They did a huge interview with the guys, and in the interview, the person that was doing the interview asked Nikki. They said, "Hey, man, what bands are you listening to right now?" And he just went on this long tangent about how great he thought the Scream was. So this fan came up to me and said, "Hey, man, have you seen this?" And I couldn't read it then. We were walking in to go do our show, but I brought it into the venue, and then when we were done, I went back to the bus, and on our ride home, I read this magazine article. We were like, all of us were just freaking out, like, oh, that's so cool. Motley Crue loves our band. So we get home. We've got a show the next day. We're finishing up. We're going to have a few days off after this. And I got home, went to sleep, and got up the next morning. We're going to go do the show. And I decided on my way out the door, I'd already taken a shower, grabbed some clothes, and I had my guitar, getting ready to leave for the gig. And something possessed me to just go over to the phone and call and leave a message for Nikki and the guys and just say thank you. So I went to the phone. I dialed, back then it was 411, operator, come on, whatever. So I called them, the management company, and I said, hey, it's John Corabi. I'd like to leave a message for Nikki Sixx. And so I leave my number, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. They're never going to call me back. But I left my number. I just wanted to say thank you. That was it. So I leave my number, and then as I'm walking out the door, the phone rings, and my wife at the time, she yells at me, hey, come back. You know, you got to answer this call. She answered the phone. And I go, no, it's cool. I'll grab it later. And she's like, no, you need to come back here and answer this effing phone call right now. So I went back in. I go, hello. And on the other end of the phone, I hear, dude, it's Tommy Lee. And then in the background, I can hear, and Nikki Sixx. And so they start talking to me about all this stuff, like I thanked them for the plug in the magazine. And, we're just talking about life for a minute. And then Nikki just cut me off and he goes, all right, whatever, dude, enough. Don't have time for this. I just want to let you know, Vince is out of the band. We want you to come down and we want you to audition on like Monday. And I was like, what? That same thing as the Steven Tyler thing. So anyway, longest weekend ever. I did my gig, all this other kind of stuff. And then I went back on Monday and I walked into this huge room, much like this one, full thing, all the gear. And walk into the room, introduce myself. And then we played Helter Skelter, Jailhouse Rock, and Smoking in the Boys' Room. And then I think we did Live Wire, Shot at the Devil, Dr. Feelgood. So I did that, and I was like, I didn't know if I did all that great, blah, blah, blah. They asked me to come back the next day. So I said, all right, cool. I walk in the next day. And now the second time I went back, I walk in, same room. This time there's all these guys leaning against the wall. And it's like, all these suits and ties. Nicky came right over and he said, hey, John, I want to introduce you to our manager. This is our manager, Doug. I said, hey, nice to meet you. And he said, this is our manager, our business manager, handles all our money. His name is Chuck Shapiro. I go, hey, dude, what's up? He goes, this is our lawyer, David. How are you? He goes, this is our lawyer, Bob. This is our lawyer, Carl. This is our lawyer, Mike. This is our lawyer, Steve. And so I sit there as a judge. I go, Jesus, how many fucking lawyers you guys have? And he goes, and Mick didn't say a word to me the whole first day. Second day, not much. But I sit there and I go, how many lawyers you got? Mick reaches into his pocket, took out a Marlboro 100, put it in his mouth, lit it, took a big drag. He goes, we get sued a lot. So I'm like, awesome. So anyway, we do the same thing again. We run through the same 6 songs. And then after that, all the guys are like, let's go home. And then I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's stay for a little bit and hang out. Let's jam. And my only thought was, whether or not I get this gig, I just wanted to write a song with those guys, either for their next record or for my next record with the Scream. So we just start jamming. I grabbed a guitar. They go, oh, man, you can play. Yeah, I can play. So we're doing all this stuff. And we start jamming. Now, the first song, we started jamming after we did a bunch of blues and Rolling Stones and all this other stuff. We started jamming on this riff that I had, and everybody jumped on it immediately. Tommy, Nicky, Mick, everybody. And it was something that I had had way back even before the Scream, like even before Angora. I had this riff, and we just never really it never really worked. It didn't really gel. But they started working on it, and it actually wound up being hammered. And then, so we did that. We kind of hit a creative wall. And then or Nicky actually, and Mick walked over to this stand. He had a stand with an acoustic on it. And Nicky said, hey, man, we've got this idea, this little riff, and I've got a few lyrics, and I just want to play this for you. And, if you hear anything, just start singing. And this is what we came up with. Little old man contemplates suicide twice a day. Life's best in mind. so low, tangled in the web she's so. She lives life to life. Oh, life misunderstood there. Close her eyes and dream of better days. Oh, life misunderstood, yeah. Life's not always fair, or so they say. Little boy with hopeful eyes, Daddy's coming home tonight. So don't you cry. So don't you cry. So don't you cry.
Freaking awesome. People love that one, dude. Favorite song on the album? Let's see here.
I got to tune back up, so
Hey.
take your time.
All right, cool, bro. Hey, by the way, check this out. I'll donate $400 for that scarf. Hey, bro, I just sold your scarf.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just sold your scarf.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke. Yeah, so thanks, man. I'll have Debbie pack it up and ship it out to you, bro. Absolutely. We won't even wash it. Hold on. No, he wants it washed. No, he doesn't want to. That's very cool. Hey, guys, I want to talk again about why we're doing this. You know, our industry shut down. We're very fortunate to have a lot of great people that, man, you guys know the story. These cats, we love doing the pre-cruise parties for you guys. We love just seeing our family come in. It's incredible. Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, loading a cruise ship. You know, one of my favorite times on the cruise is when we're building the pool stage and roof and watching everybody coming on the ship. And, you know, Larry, Mike, they're always trying to get us new ships and cooler things going on and just more experience for you guys every time. And just seeing all your faces and not only knowing them and getting to know you as family, but, you know, the look in your eyes when you see what's coming, man, it's freaking incredible.
Yeah, it's really great. You know, when Debbie and I, my wife is over there in the shadows, and you know, it's funny when we go on the boat, everybody's so awesome. And I've had some friends that were in other bands, and they're like, oh, man, you know, I can't imagine being, you know, trapped on a boat for like 4 days with all fans. And I say, you know, it's funny. Like, I literally go on there with my wife, and we've always made ourselves available. We're always at the front bar or by the pool. And I said, you know what? It's weird. Like the first day or so, it's a little crazy. It's a little hectic. I go, but everybody's so polite. Like if I'm sitting talking to Debbie or talking with someone with Debbie, they always wait, and then they come over like, hey man, sorry to bother you. Is it cool if I get a photo? Yeah, absolutely. And you know, and so I tell my friends this, and I go, but now it's funny. Like when Debbie and I walk in the boat, even before we get on the boat, when we just walk through the thing, you know what I mean? It's like, hey dude, what's up? Mayor's here, you know what I mean? And it's really awesome. It truly is like a family reunion, man. You see these people. There's some of these now. It is funny. Like if I go to Europe and I'll see some friends, you know, I'll see some friends from the cruise in different spots, and I'll do the signs or whatever, you know. But it truly is like a family reunion. So it's pretty awesome. If you haven't been on the cruise, go do it.
It is the most incredible experience. You know, I tell people you can't walk 10 feet without a freaking rock star getting in your way, you know.
But I will tell you this, they also need to start doing their liver exercises.
Dude, get the liver ready. Hey, we got one from, let's see here. What is your Favorite venue to play?
You know what? Honestly,
Can there be one?
I just I love doing what I do. Lord knows, my wife can tell you, you do not want to see me with power tools in my hand. So this is what I know how to do. This is what I was put on earth to do. So I just love playing music. I can't remember them offhand. There's a few that I don't care for. But for the most part, I just like going. As long as I have good sound and good sound and everything, and I can just go up and do what I do. I'll play anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah, it's great to have the artist comfortable on the stage, man. That's for sure. Sounding great. Let's see here. Best album ever, David Farrell, Kenneth Crowley, Tyler Reeves. Man, we got all kinds of cool stuff coming in
Hey, you know
here.
what I forgot?
What?
You were talking about your favorite, they were asking the favorite memory or whatever from the cruise.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite memory is? Is walking into your production office and with Larry was there and Gene and Marissa. I'm going to totally embarrass Marissa right now. But I had a little too much to drink, and this is funny. It was like Bill was sitting there, and I walked in, and I was a little like, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Da, 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 da. And, so they're all like, do you need anything, or can I help you with anything? And I said, no, that's all right. I just came in to lick Marissa like a stamp. And she got beat red.
She was red.
She was like a Budweiser can. She was like Budweiser red, Marlboro red.
Oh, my God.
She
was
like
great.
red,
Yeah.
and you were just sitting there like this. Did that just happen?
We lost our mind, and it was free. Marisa, I've told that story 1,000 times. I love that story, man. That is great. I think she really kind of thought about that.
Yeah, I'm special. Anyway. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll play some more.
One more question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Still wish you sang on Generation Swine. Don't know that one. It's not a question.
That's not a question.
Nah, it's not a question, man. This guy says, okay, you sound amazing. Good stuff.
Does it sound good out there? If you like what you're hearing, like, let's see some hearts and thumbs.
Yeah. Hey, there's some questions here about they can't seem to be able to donate. Should be in the top left and right. There's Venmo at John Corabi on the left. You'll see PayPal at Corabi Live Shows, Gmail on the left. I hope everybody can read that. Venmo at Loud and Clear Crew on the top right. You should be able to see that. Tons of hearts coming in. Let's see here. Greetings from World UK. Daggone, let's find a question here. He's got a question for me. Get it up. Okay. At least hearts are flying. Okay, let's go.
I love the way you said get it up.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Read the question.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, Marisa said, no, just kidding. There's our Marisa right here, baby. Let's see here. Give me a question. Love the cruise and the family it creates, man. So true, man. Man, I don't have a question, dude. I can make one up. Looking forward to seeing John play. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me play another song or two, and then we'll do it again.
You got it.
So I'm going to go back to a band that I was in after Motley. I had the good fortune of working with a lovely gentleman named Bruce Kulick from Kiss. And Brent Fitz, who is now plays drums for Slash and the Conspirators, and Jamie Hunting. And we had a band called Union, and I want to do a song from our Blue Room record. And if you have the record, this was a lot of people ask me who this song was about. And it's not really about any one person in general. It's just about people that walk around, shoot their mouth off, think they know everything, and are usually wrong more times than they're right. So we sat down and we wrote this song called Dead. In your youth, you had your fill. The curtains close, the silence still. Your razor tongue has lost its rhyme. The words are moving out of time. You make no difference to me, 'cause I can't teach the blind to see. Dad, you're so out of touch. Dad, 'cause you talk too much. Think you're on higher ground with intelligence so profound. I'm never coming down. Dad, you're so out of touch. Dad, come to talk too much. Think you're on higher ground with intelligence so profound. Well, I'm never coming, never coming down. No. What happened to the innocence? What's changed in all our lives? Quick to pull and trigger communication is denied. Sitting on a powder keg, candles in our hands, killing in the name of God. Don't believe this was a plan. Can we change the way we're going? Can it start with you and I? Yeah, yeah. Children going hungry, others feel the gun. The months grow, holy lips, the world has come undone. We beg our politicians, can we help us make a change? Smile and show, camera up while it all goes down the drain. Can we change the way we're going? It's gotta start with you and I. Here's a thought for everyone. It's time for us to try. Deep within our hearts, we know it all starts with you and I. Oh, my, my. Yeah. Here's a thought for everyone. It's time Thank you.
Right on. Question from Finland.
Finland.
Alina. On the next.
My favorite Viking.
Oh, yeah.
No. She go. No, I know. I've known Alina for a while now.
Yeah?
She goes, I'm from Finland. I go, oh, I love Vikings. She goes, I'm Finnish. We don't have Vikings in Finland. They're in Sweden, Norway, Denmark. No Vikings in Finland. So she kids with me, and she sent me a photo the other day. Happy birthday with a Viking hat on. It was awesome.
That's great.
Hi, darling.
I like that. That's great. She says, will you be playing acoustic by yourself or with your band on the next Monsters of Rock? Alina from Finland, not a Viking.
Probably. I'm not sure, darling, but I'll say right now, until I finish the record, it'll probably just be me by myself. And then I have to figure out, too, who's left in my band. I know Topher is, but Ian's been playing with Tantric, and Phil and Jeremy have actually been playing with Ace and Gene. And, so it's getting everybody's schedules together. So that's my band. That's whose gig it is. But if there's a point where I might need to have somebody fill in or whatever, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out yet.
Yeah, we'll see. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, we have some time.
A little bit of time. Got one from Tammy. What is the most memorable song you've ever written?
Is this Tammy from, does it say where?
You know what? It probably does, but no, she didn't say where she was from. Let me look her back up. And, hey, Billy says if you turn your phone in landscape mode, you can see the donation tabs there. Make sure everybody can see those. No, it just says Tammy. Of course,
If this is Tammy, if this is Tammy Prock, my business manager, what is the most, what was the question again?
Most memorable song that you have ever written.
Oh, most memorable song.
Yeah.
I thought most memorable thing that's ever happened to me, and that'd be running my credit. That which just drives her nuts. I just torture that woman. She's like, stop running your credit. You're getting crazy about it. Anyway, most memorable song that I've written. Again, that's kind of like, what's your favorite finger? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I know what mine is, whatever, but anyway. I think the one that I probably get the most amount of emails and stuff about is probably Father, Mother, Son. That one, for some reason, in some way, it affects people for some weird reason.
Absolutely amazing tune that everybody's asking for it.
Well, it's actually, just so you know, so my unplugged record in the Live 94 is available on Rat Pack Records.
Rat Pack Records, you got that?
But somebody, a label in England called Rock Candy Records, actually bought the rights to the Scream, and they re-released it again. And they did a really good job. They actually added oddly enough, 7 live songs, and it was from the last show that I did with the Scream. And then literally 5 days later, I was in Motley Crue. It was weird, weirdest thing. But anyway, there's that. And I have no idea where I'm going with this. This is what happened when you turn to be my age. By the way, I want to thank all of you guys that wrote into me and wished me a happy birthday this week. Thank you.
Finally 21. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Corey, here's your question, bro. What is the best and worst thing about quarantine to you?
Best and worst thing about quarantine is... well, I'm pretty much caught up on every kind of TV series ever. But not soap operas, but like, Sons of Anarchy, Peaky Blinders,
those other shows,
Supernatural, 15, 16 episodes, no problem. I'm going to watch every whatever. Narcos, all that stuff. So I'm caught up with that. But honestly, the scariest part or the worst part is not knowing when we're all going to be back to work again and when we can actually just all be together and I can play in a club, music for you guys, and have a drink with you guys and just hang out and have a cocktail and not worry about social distancing and masks and gloves and condoms. Wait, that's the other thing. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so I guess that's the worst part. I'm caught up on all my series, but the worst part is probably not knowing how this thing is going to play out. So
Makes sense. Same for us, bro.
it does make
Yeah,
sense, I
yeah.
guess, somewhere.
Yeah, just yeah, it's definitely a big one. You want one more question?
Yeah, sure.
So Angelo wants to know if the song that you did with Mick will be released.
Actually, I think they already were. I did. I actually did 2 songs with Mick, and he put them out there on the internet, and there was some reason why he put them out. Wasn't I don't know if it was to be on his record, but there was some thing about having a business or a corporation, or I don't know what his thing was, but he wanted to put those songs out, and he did. So he wrote the songs with Tommy Hendrickson from Alice Cooper Band, and he just asked me to sing them. I went in, I did the thing, and we had talked about doing stuff. Excuse me. We talked about doing stuff together, but then he left and went on tour, and then I was doing stuff with the Daisies, and our schedules just didn't work out. So I think he's got I've been getting news things on my phone, and I think he's got Jacob is singing with him from Lynham. Jacob, yeah. So I'm as excited to hear it as you guys are, and can't wait to hear it. And I think it's going to be cool.
Should be super cool. You want one more?
Yeah, and then we're gonna do a special little thing here in a minute.
Very special.
Yes,
Yeah.
very special.
So if you were, this is a good one from Armin Havel. I don't know if I said that right. If you wanted to put a band together, which musicians would you choose?
I'm gonna go way out here. Okay. So
I'm not available. I just want to tell you up front, John.
no, this is so obviously I would, if I was gonna put a band together, I would it would be like this would be the band. It's a little random. Now I'm gonna use some people that aren't with us anymore, but I'm still whatever. It's my band. I'm putting it together. So drums, John Bonham, hands down. On guitar, I would say let's do Jimmy Page. Okay. Bass guitar and vocals, Paul McCartney. Right? So we got that. Then me on lead vocals, just because. But I could play guitar, like rhythm. And then keyboards, vocals, Steven Tyler. Yeah, plays shit out of keyboards. Yeah. So I'd have Steven Tyler on keys and vocals. And then Paul McCartney. Now, if Steven wanted to come out in front of the band, he could come out in front of the band. I could play bass. Paul could play keys. See, that's where I'm going with this. This could be good. This could be huge.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. And one thing I wanted to tell everyone, you're welcome. There's no Brian and Izzy karaoke tonight, so you guys are welcome for that. Yeah, no problem. And and all good stuff. What do you want to do, man? Something really cool, bro?
I'm actually, you know what, and I want to send this out to, I did get it. Pam Crockett, if you're watching this, I'm dedicating this one to you. She asked me to do this earlier. And then we're going to bring up some friends here for a little special treat here. But I want to do a Beatles song. And the reason why I do this one, I do a few different ones. But this may be the one that actually, for some reason, caught my ear. Obviously, when the Beatles came to America, I think I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I got into them later. But I saw the Rubber Soul record, and I was like, oh, God, these guys look cool. Had no idea that band was the same band that sang She Loves You and I Want to Hold Your Hand and all that stuff. But I heard this song, and this is the one that actually made me want to start playing guitar. So I'm going to play it for you now. Pammy, this is I Know For Your Brother. So. A girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian blue. She told me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. But I looked around and I noticed a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian.
For you, Pamela.
Yes.
For you. Hey, bro, I got 2 more questions while the guys are come up. You want the guys to come up now?
Yeah, let's bring them up.
Is that
Let's
cool?
We're going to do a little jam for you guys, but now, you know what? I got to do something. We'll do some questions, but I want to. Now you have to forgive me. This is what happens to your brain when you drink Jameson and you turn 60 plus years old. So yeah, dude, I turned 61. 61 years old. 24. Yeah.
Yeah, every minute
you're
of it.
so
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, times 3.
This is here, and I just want to say thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys, fans of the Monsters of Rock Cruise. We would not be here. We would not be doing this if it wasn't for you, so I want to say thank you. We want to let you know that there's a very strong possibility, and depending on how this virus thing works out, we could be doing these maybe a little more often.
Very
With,
possible.
a bunch of different bands that we all love and want to see.
Rocker bands, Monsters of Rock.
Rocker
baby.
bands from the Monsters. Okay, so I'd like to thank also Larry Moran. Thank you, buddy. Mike London, Gene Aldridge, Gino. Yes, Sullivan, if you're listening, you're not getting 10% of this. That's not going to happen. He's looking for it, but it's not going to happen.
Nope, not today. No.
Checks in the mail, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the amazing Monsters of Rock Cruise, those that are here and safely at home wearing their masks and doing probably inappropriate things to their farm animals. Anyway, to all of the Monsters of Rock bands that, you know, it's like a family every year. All the bands, you know, Teslas and Tom Kiefer's and Kicks and all those guys, we want to thank them as well. Now, today's crew here at Loud and Clear, we would like to thank Nick Theme. Theme. No, let's say Theme. Thymie. It's like stymie with a lisp.
You should hear the
Thymie.
crap. You should hear the
Hey,
crap we
Thymie.
call him, man.
Nick Theme.
Yeah, it's Nick.
Stand up, you bastard.
Nick
Say hi to
Thymie.
everybody at home. All right. I'm just going to butcher this. Okay, and we got Adam Evans.
He's
Where
right.
you at? Is
Adam's
he out
over
there?
here. He's right
Adam's
here.
out there.
He's our camera dude right
He's
here.
our camera dude.
You guys
right
don't know
there.
Adam? The
All
dreads.
right.
He's got longer dreads than mine.
Ben Christ.
Chris.
Ben Christ.
Chris.
Wow, what a religious dude you are.
Ben's out there
Ben
running
Christ.
the lights, guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Matt Bates.
Matt Bates. He's right out there doing front of house, babe.
Okay, front of house. Thank
To-
you,
to
Matt
the
Bates.
internet.
Master Bates in the house. Awesome. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Nick Milson. Where you at?
Right behind me here, babe.
Right behind you.
Nick Mill.
Thank you, buddy.
The big Mill.
All right. Corey Willard.
Corey's over here.
Corey's over
main
here.
Camera right
Thank you,
there.
buddy.
Sitting in for Nick.
And James Morlock.
James over here, our buddy, right on the guitar.
James Popawell.
John
Popwell.
John,
Sorry, I
JP.
read that. I was
JP.
looking at James, but I was JP. Whatever. He knows I'm fucking with him. All right. And what does this say? I just want to make sure. Am I reading that right?
That says.
Is that bagel?
Bagel. Absolutely, man. Bagel.
Bagel.
Bagel. The man.
Bagel.
Yeah.
Bagel
Not quite the man JP is.
And
well,
you know what? We do. Now, we got a lot of the tech guys. You know, Big John. We have to say hi to him.
Big John. AJ. Jake, man.
Jake.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to say hi to those guys.
Absolutely.
And we absolutely have to say hi to April and Whitney.
April.
And again, Marissa, I apologize for telling you that I wanted to lick you like a stamp.
No, you don't.
No, I don't apologize at all.
Don't ever take that back.
I never take anything
It would ruin
back.
her. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I got everybody.
Right,
I remembered that. Now, if we have questions.
You got, well, there's two more questions, but this first one, leading into this,
okay.
That great intro, what is your favorite lube and what does it taste like?
It's my favorite, but my wife might argue. It's called Jameson.
Is that true, Debbie? Yeah. You know who sent that one, don't you?
Tastes great, but
you know,
it burns
our
like
great
shit.
leader. You know? You got one more. One more before the song.
One more. Let's do this.
Will there ever be another Union CD coming with Bruce?
I don't know. I don't want to say no. And just for the record, like the band never really split up. It was just that it was weird. We did this record. We were on these very small independent labels, and we had everybody at the label loved us, but it was just, you know, like indie labels, sometimes the reach isn't that, it's not that long, it's not that far. It's kind of like, never mind. Anyway, so we were with this indie label. First one was called Mayhem, the second was Spitfire, and so we were doing shows, and we were actually, it was weird. We were bringing people into clubs, but it wasn't translating into record sales. We were selling them at the shows, but we weren't selling them, like nobody knew about the band. And again, it's like one of those things, it's one of those bands that at the time couldn't get arrested, but now all of a sudden everybody's had 15 years to like catch up, and everybody's like, oh, Union, man, what a great band. Like even my bass player Topher, of all the stuff I've done, Union's probably his favorite. So, you know, I don't want to say no. We're all still very good friends. Bruce and I have done some KISS conventions together. Talked to Brent. We did a buddy of mine, Stefan Adika, has a little coffee talk thing he does in the morning, a podcast. And we all did that. I couldn't do the last one with the rest of the guys, but I did it with Bruce and I did it with Brent. But you never know. Could happen. Who knows?
Awesome. Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. Hey, thanks for doing this for the guys, Sean.
No.
Awesome,
Thank you, guys. This looks awesome. I wasn't sure what to expect when I got here, and Larry was sending me some photos. And now this next song I've done, the guys learned it, and I was telling them earlier today, I saw a video with, it's a Creedence Clearwater Revival song. John Fogerty just did this great interview about when Creedence was asked to do Woodstock. They were supposed to play like the second night, like 9 o'clock at night, and all this shit was going on, and Grateful Dead went on right before them, and they took acid, and they did like 30 minutes of their set, and then they sat down, and they were like staring at the lights for like an hour. Then they played. Anyway, Creedence didn't go on till like 2 o'clock in the morning. And he said he walked on stage, he was ready to kick ass, and he looked out, and there was just all these naked people. Some were sleeping, some were just tripping, doing their thing, but they were all naked. And he said they wound up having a good set, you know, but he said he went home and he wrote this next song right after Woodstock, and that was all it inspired this next tune. So we're going to play it for you now. It's called I'm Not Gonna Tell You. Mystery Thank you very much. So, we're gonna do a little bit of a jam. I told you guys. We're just I just want to welcome all of you guys to our first rehearsal. Yeah. Thank you very much. And again, these guys are unfortunately they do all the back scene stuff that you see when you go to a concert. And so all these guys are out of work as well. If you could help them out, that would be awesome. Because I know at least 2 of them have issues with hookers. So if they could definitely use the cash. So we're going to play something for you. This is a barroom favorite. And we're very happy they're wearing masks because you can't tell which one of them has the hooker issue. Anyway, yes. Let's just... it's getting weird, people. It's getting weird. So let's just do this next song. Let's kick it in the ass! Yes!
Yeah.
First time!
And that is why we
Welcome
do
to our
production.
rehearsal, folks.
That was awesome.
We don't play around. All right. We don't. No, it's all good. So don't forget now, these guys, everybody in the room here that's making this happen, they could all use your help. So please, if I don't know where the little Bill, you tell them where the badges are. I don't know where they are.
Wait, so they're on the screen. Top right corner is a crew. Top left, John's got 2 shots on there for you. Venmo and PayPal. Hey guys, look, thank you for what you do for our crew. You can see why we're in production, right? Anyway, Nick, what was his name? Thymie?
Yeah.
Thymie, yeah. Okay.
Thymie. We'll call you.
Yeah, but man, just really appreciate everybody. Hey, and all you guys, we miss you, man. In every phase of what we do on the cruise ship, we miss you, and just can't wait to see you guys soon.
I love all the fans, because I get up every day. I get off my coach. I walk into the club to play, and I tell myself, "That's it. I hurt myself last night. I'm not gonna drink." And then I walk in and I do my set, and by the time I'm done, I walk out to the merch table, and there's like usually about 27 Jamesons on the rock right there. And they're like, Crab, here you go, buddy. I know this is your brand. This is your flavor. So I miss drinking with you guys and playing for you guys, but hopefully, God willing, it won't be that long. Any more questions?
There's a question here. It's a good one. Kano wants to know you are still learning Italian. And maybe you could do a few words for us?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yes, I am still learning. Well, okay. Who was the question?
That was Kana Ngoma. I'm probably not saying any of these names right now.
So, Kana, if you saw earlier, I said that I was writing a book, and I just finished page 1 after 7 years. So, if we're learning a new language,
you're pacing it, yeah.
I'm just going to say, 80, 82. I should have it. I should have something. This gives me like 20 years.
Yep. So, hey, just so everybody knows out there, yes, the scarf is gone. The scarf has been sold. It's over.
Oh.
No, I don't know. No, $10 for the Coke can.
For the what?
Coke can. Yeah. Okay. No problem. You got
Coke
it, bro.
can, please.
Yeah. Hey,
I'll give you one with Coke in it.
Yeah.
From Colombia.
That's freaking great. Okay. So, what is your daily routine like? This is from Nancy. I don't know where the Nancy is. It looks like I don't know. Nancy, what is your daily routine like when you're spending time at home, not in quarantine?
Honestly, it's pretty mellow. Same thing. It's funny. My wife argues with me. Not argues with me. She yells at me because I'll get up in the morning, and I'll go make coffee, and then I sit down on my couch, and I either put on the NFL Network or news, but usually the NFL Network. And then she'll come in and she'll get coffee and she gets ready to go to work. And she'll come in and they loop it. So I think it's maybe like 2 hours and then it gets looped. So, and it's funny because then, she'll watch like the first 2 loops and then she'll leave and then she comes home at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. Now, she doesn't realize that I've been on the phone all day or I'm like on the computer, I'm doing whatever, and it's just on. I haven't changed it.
Yeah.
But she gets home and she's like, are you an idiot? Like, nothing's changed. It's a loop, right? So usually when I'm home, I'm just home. I don't do a lot. I'm like, stay home, hang out with my wife. We have our dogs. We even have our dogs with us today, Bandit and Sophie. They're in the coach. And that's it. I kind of just hang out, watch TV, watch movies. When we don't have a COVID thing, my wife and I will go out to dinner. We'll get some steak or something like that, a couple cocktails, and then go home and watch movies.
So she's thinking I found you like I left you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, from the NFL Network. Yeah, makes sense to me. Good stuff. Let's see here. Al Maxwell, can't wait for you to tour again. Man, Al, we all feel it.
Al, all of us in this room today feel the same way, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, you want to do another tune?
Sure, I'll do another one. And again, this is like the earlier one I did. If you're home, open your windows. I want all you guys to help me sing this along. I would really love to see photos of your neighbors yelling at you, video, whatever. Well, I guess they can't video if they're using their phones to watch this. So anyway, gonna do a Motley tune, and I want you guys to help me sing it. And a little bit of a different version. This was the unplugged version, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can I get a little more guitar up here, buddy? Drop dead beauty, stomping up a storm, lies that fell on her face. Bruised red apples crawling through the night, forced to loose, run away. Always wants a piece of the action. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Here we go. I'm on a holiday. Sing it. We're on a holiday. Hooligan. Yeah. I gotta get away. Hooligan's holiday. Yeah, yeah. Holiday. Hooligan. That's right. Cross-eyed derelicts coming iron hot between her legs, and tattoos in black are made to blow it. Every day's a holiday. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. I'm on a holiday. Sing it, Jimmy. We're on a holiday. Hooligan. Yeah. I gotta get away. Hooligan's holiday. Yeah, yeah. Holiday. Hooligan. Yeah. Whoa. Modern times and new blood pumping, only the strong survive. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Yeah, yeah. No, not yet. We're going to wait. I'm going to give them about 10 seconds so that the people at home can take a little sip of their drink. See, I'm a professional. I can handle this shit. They might be a little winded. They could be maybe, whatever. So I'm little second here.
It's coming.
Take a big sip of your drink, your cocktail, whatever. Take a sip. Okay, put it down. Now here's your note. Now I want you to open the window, go right to the window right now. That's your note, and I just want you to yell out the window. I'm on a holiday! What? We're on a holiday! Hooligan! Yeah! I gotta get away! Hooligan's holiday! Yeah, yeah! Holiday! Hooligan! My, oh! Just checking.
That's freaking killer. We heard Peter Stoss, good day from Sydney. You hear him screaming out of the window just now, you guys? He said he met you down at the Daisies and Kiss Tour. And then, hey, we got Mauricio from Mexico. You think Mauricio. There you go. You think there's a chance for a Scream 30th?
No, unfortunately, we've talked about it. It's crazy. The Scream has been offered actually some really good money to do like the Loud Festival. What is it? The Loud Park Festival in Japan, and a few others. And but it's just weird. Like we were like, I don't know if I want to do it. Unfortunately, our drummer Walt Woodward passed away a few years ago, and I just kind of wanted it. If I was to do it, I would want it to be all the original members. And I do want to say, I want to give a shout out there to Juan Alderetti, the bass player. I hope you're feeling well, buddy. Get well, feel better. I just saw a video of him actually walking. He had this weird, he was on a bicycle and he fell. He had a helmet on, all this other stuff, but he was in a coma for like 3 weeks, a month. And he's just fighting to get back. Brother, I love you. I hope you feel better. Get back, get healthy real soon.
Right on. Very cool. Here's a good one for you from Steve Schultz. Did you take vocal lessons or are you self-taught?
No, honestly, Steve Schultz, you said? Steve, how you doing, brother? I actually never took vocal lessons earlier. I just kind of mimicked. It's almost like a, what's his name? What do you call that? Not ventriloquist. The guys that do, like Rich Little, they do impersonations. And, so I used to do like impersonations when I was in these bands, these cover bands. Depending on the band that I was singing, the tune that I was singing with the band, I would try to somehow find this spot in my voice and sing, Van Halen or Dio or God. I mean, there was a couple. We actually did Heart songs. I did Barracuda and all this other stuff. So I used to mimic these guys, and I never really knew what I was doing. And then later, when I got into Motley, I was having some vocal issues a little bit, and it wasn't about they didn't teach me any like lessons and scales. What he taught me was I took a few lessons then, and he just basically gave me some warm up and exercises and warm down exercises, and and it's these weird things you have to do, like these scales, like, but it's hard to do with a mouthful of Jameson, so I don't even bother with them. Whatever. It's right.
It takes up the drinking time. It's not acceptable.
It's like jogging with a drink.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it because you spill it. Or drinking
go.
and driving. Because if you hit a speed bump, you spill it. It's like, whatever. Okay, next question.
It's really a point from LM. He says, folks like to jam. Thank you, guys. He said, Nick, don't quit your day job, pal. Nick,
Thymie.
Thymie.
Hey, Thymie.
Hey, yo, Thymie. Yeah, there you go.
So, Nick, I will say this. They could have phonetically spelled it for me. How am I supposed to know?
My bad, dude.
So let me tell you, and I'll tell you this. So when I was on the Motley tour, we used to have, like, especially in Japan, right? So we played a town, like, so I would say to the crew guys, really the crew guys are screwing with me. So I'd say, hey, man, like, I don't know, like, how they say the thing. There was some few of these towns, like, Tokyo, you got that. Osaka, that one, because we all know them. Then you get into some of these other places like Sendai. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, so can you phonetically write it out for me?
I'm not sure I know how to phonetically put that.
Well, okay, so
team,
send,
time,
Sendai.
Sendai.
Right. So we played a town called, and this is the truth. We played a town called Fukuoka. Okay? So as a joke, my crew guys put things on the floor in front of me that said, fuck you, okay. So I run on stage, and we do live wire, And I'm like, you know, we're doing all the Hooligans Holiday and then Livewire. And I go, fuck you, okay? Are you okay? How you doing tonight? And the promoters on the side of the stage like, no. They pulled me off when I was playing the guitar and I ran over by Nikki and his arm came out and pulled me in. It's Fukuoka. You assholes. Whatever.
That's awesome, dude. I think we're caught up on the questions. Thank you guys all for everything,
Do we still
man.
have people here?
Excuse me?
Do we still have some people here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How many are we up to now?
700 and some watch parties.
So
Yeah.
how does the watch party work? So it's just like one person, but like a bunch of people are watching it. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying?
So one person can send out a watch party, and all of their friends, could be everybody on Facebook, could be simultaneously
I
watching
gotcha.
it on their Facebook.
I got you. Okay.
So sharing it out. Yeah.
Well, again, I'm going to play a couple more songs for you. And then, you know, we never know. We can maybe do some more questions or something. Or
See
we
what
got
comes up.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, I cannot thank you guys enough. I've literally been sitting at home for the last month and a little freaking out about all this COVID thing. Like, God, when are we going to get back to work? When am I going to get back to work? When are you guys going to get back to
man.
work? When are we going to do the cruises again? When am I going to see all our friends out here in Monsters of Rock Cruise Land? You know, we miss you guys. Thank you so much for coming today. Now, I'm going to try. I haven't done this song for a little bit, so it's been like a month and a half since I played it. And again, my memory's shite. So I'm going to try and do this. So I'm going to take a couple songs. Now, we've actually, you know, we're all kind of getting to the point now. We're seeing all of our favorite artists, you know, like David Bowie and Prince, and a very dear friend, Mr. Eddie Money, and then also Rick Ocasek. And it's funny now, the beauty of having the internet, we can do things like this, which is awesome. But you can also go back now, and you can, like when David Bowie passed away, I went on YouTube, and I was sitting there, and I was like, it's pretty much, you can pretty much type in any band, any artist, any year, and something's gonna come up. So I was sitting there, and I was watching all this stuff, and so we know, like, Rick Ocasek passed away, you know, a few months back, and I saw this. I went online after, you know, I read about him, and you know, you're sitting there and like, you don't realize how many great songs the Cars had, like, unbelievable. I'm going through all this thing, and I found this song that I just think it's like very simple meaning, not a lot of chords, and it's like Imagine. It's got very simple lyrics, very simple everything, but it's really a powerful song. So I want to play it for you now. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. So I'm going to play a couple tunes for you, and it goes like this. Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? You can't go home thinking nothing's wrong. Yeah. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna come around when you fall? Who's gonna plug their ears when you call? Who's gonna pay attention to your dreams? Who's gonna plug their ears when you scream? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Yeah. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna come around when you break? Who's gonna hold you down when you shake? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Yeah. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Oh, you know you can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Yeah. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Oh, tonight. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Yeah. Wave goodbye to a friend of mine. Guess it's time as the sun shines through the door. Another night is gone. Seemed like Mason saw her face in a place, no trace of yesterday. Yeah, but that's okay. If she never come back, it'll be too soon. I know it by just me and man in the moon. Man in the moon, my. Don't confuse me. I heard a lot about love is blind. I felt like times and true deceit. The way she uses me. The air so thick it feels like June. I knew if I just me and the man in the moon. Man in the moon, my. If she never comes back, it'll be too soon. Singing my song is the man in the moon. Ugh. Once in a while you can catch me smile. Time to burn out, turn the music on. I play my favorite song. Oh, and now it ain't a big change. I like it alone 'cause no one ever complains. Don't confuse me. I remember her face when I hear that tune. I knew if I just me and the man in the moon. Man in the moon, my. I remember her face when I hear that tune. Singing my song to the man in the moon. Man in the it's a man in the moon, babe. Wow, the man in the moon. Thank you, guys. Hope to see you all real soon. Thanks for stopping in.
You need a little shout out to Mitzi.
I need a little shout out to Mitzi.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think I can say what I really want to say on the internet. That's not good.
Yeah.
Mitzi, love you, darling. See you soon.
Yep. So everybody's saying thank you, brother. They just love it, man.
Thank you, guys. And please, if you can do the little clappy hands, show these guys a little love that actually helped put this on, please. Everybody here from Loud and Clear. Show them the little clappy hand emoji. And if you can, well, you can tell them about the banners. But these guys, I know a couple of these guys have like 30 kids. They need help.
Timey, he's got 30, 31.
Thymie. Yeah, Thymie. Thymie, he's apparently has issues with keeping his pants on. So we need to help him out. Whatever. Anything else you want to add to this?
No, brother. Just
Larry Moran, if you're listening, brother, still, thank you. Again, thanks for having me, Bill.
And
love
brother,
your place.
thank you so much for making this trip.
Yeah, hopefully we can do this, if now, God willing, this whole thing will just go away, or it'll eventually, and we can have live music again, But I think in the meantime, hopefully, I can do this with you guys again soon.
Tomorrow at 2? I mean,
Yeah, tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Not going to do that. We should have some other artists before I come back.
There you go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
You
Thank
rock,
you,
man.
guys.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only John Corabi, the mayor. Hey, stick around. Check this video out. Roll video, Nick Teamy.
There's a sign of a better day coming. It's your time, baby, stop bombing. Just feel the love, stormy weather. Yeah. And if you wanna know how, you gotta light 'em up now, every damn day. Right now. If you want it, come and get it. Whoa, yeah. Just like Saturday, everything's okay. Turn around, all around the world. Better days coming. You're the sound, just gotta listen now. Better days coming. There's a light at the end of your tunnel. That day from now, whoa, yeah. Just a step away. Everything's okay. Turn around, all around the world. Better days coming. You're the sound, just gotta listen now. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Better days coming. Just like Saturday, everything's okay. Turn around, all around the world. Better days coming. You're the sound, just gotta listen now. Whoa, yeah. Turn around, all around the world. Better days coming. Look out. You're the sound, just gotta listen now. Better days coming.
Thank you, Bella.
Good job!